Hello, beautiful people. How are you? Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am so happy that you are here. So excited that you decided to join me today. Okay, here we are, day 4. Day 4 of our Taste for Truth Weight Loss Bible Study. And today is packed full of goodness. I don't know about you, but I'm already feeling challenged, and we're only in day 4. So I can only imagine what is to come. So today I'm going to share with you my thoughts on today's reading. But before I do that, I have to remind you to make sure that you subscribe right below this video. Big old red subscribe button. I need you to click it. Takes a few seconds. And here's why. Because when you subscribe, that way you don't miss out on any videos that I post, because I'm posting videos every day as it pertains to our weight loss Bible study. And so I don't want you to miss out. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out. So go ahead, take a second right while I'm talking. You can click the button and subscribe to this channel so that you can always be connected and always be a part of what's happening here on my YouTube channel. So, all right, here we go. I'm jumping in. The title of today's reading was Not Even One Bite. Oh my goodness. I don't know about you, but this one right here is heavy. So let me share with you what I got, and then I'll give you an opportunity to share with me what you got. And so I wanted to start out by saying, because in this reading, Barb, the author, mentions the life of an alcoholic or a recovering alcoholic. And one of the things that I wanted to read from today's reading was a line that said this. It said, alcoholics don't take breaks from their boundaries when they go on vacation. Did you hear that? Recovering alcoholics do not take a break on their boundaries just because they're on vacation. There is a saying in Alcoholics Anonymous, AA, there is a saying that says, one drink is too many and 1,000 is never enough. And here's how I interpret that. A sober alcoholic cannot afford to take one drink. If they take one drink, guess what happens? They return back to where they started from. So, if the alcoholic or recovering alcoholic can't afford to take a drink, then those of us, you and I, who struggle with keeping the weight off, who struggle with our weight loss, we can't even afford to have one bite. We just can't do it. If it's expected for the recovering alcoholic to have boundaries, guess what? It's expected that we have boundaries too, and we keep those boundaries. We are not at a place where we can say, oh, I'll just have one bite. We know what happens. It's like Pringles. You can't eat one chip. You're going to end up eating a whole can. So you have to not only come up with your boundaries, but then you have to commit to your boundaries. You and I cannot afford to keep moving the line. We will never get to where we need to be when it comes to our weight loss and when it comes to our overall health and well-being. There is a passage of scripture, because I got to give you one, that I wanted to read, and it is in 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 14 of the Message Bible. 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 14 from the Message Bible. And listen to what it says. It says, don't lazily slip back into those old grooves of evil, doing just what you feel like doing. You didn't know any better then, but you do now. Let me say that again. Don't lazily slip back into those old grooves of evil, doing whatever it is that you wanted to do. You didn't know better then, but you know better now. And what do they always say? When you know better, you do better. So we are learning how to renew our mind and renew our thinking as it pertains to food, as it pertains to our overall health and well-being. And the more that we know, the more we are going to be required to do better. To whom much is given, much is required. So we have to get rid of the idea that we have our lives under control. Because the reality is, if your life was under control, you wouldn't be sitting there watching me. You wouldn't be sitting there listening to me. We wouldn't be reading this book on how to renew our mind so that we can lose weight and live a healthier lifestyle. If we had control over our lives, we would not be in the circumstances and the situations that we're in right now. We just wouldn't. We wouldn't be overweight. We wouldn't be unhealthy. Our blood pressure wouldn't be high. Our joints wouldn't be hurting if we really had control. So, when you know better, you do better. We can't keep moving the line. We can't keep slipping back into those old patterns of behavior that have not benefited us. We have to stop. We don't get to take a break right now. You haven't mastered it yet. So you don't get to take a break. You don't get to have one bite. Because one bite is too many. It's going to set you back. So I'm challenging you today to think about that. I don't know what is in store for you today, but I really want you to consider and think about where you are and as it pertains to your boundaries. Are you starting to think about what your boundaries are going to be, and are you prepared to commit to them? So do me a favor. I want to hear your thoughts. Leave me your comments below this video. I want to know what you're thinking. How does this help you? How did today's reading challenge you to do something different? So make sure right below the video that you leave your comments. And as I always say, have an amazing day on purpose because you're worth it. Be patient with yourself because it's a process. See you tomorrow.